What's up, everybody? Welcome to our podcast. I'm Paris K.
And I am Lady J.
And we are two in sync. You guys, today we're just coming straight off the dome, and we got some questions for each other, and maybe that can help somebody out there have some answers for themselves.
Or help y'all get to know us better.
Okay.
Since we are new to this, but we're not really new to this. But you're going to understand later as this progresses.
Okay, I can agree
All right,
on
so
that.
I'm going to kick it off.
Say no more.
All right, so how ambitious are you on a scale from 1 to 10?
I'm going to have to go with like a 10, honey.
Okay, so you would say you're extremely driven.
I can agree to that, yes.
So are you, the things you want in life, are you currently pursuing those things?
Yes. 100%. Like, no. Like, if am I putting my all into each thing that I want to pursue in life? No.
So we're going to have to bring you down.
We ain't bringing me down, so.
Well, not just then. I asked you those questions because I want to also know if you believe that ambition is something that can be taught. Can you teach it, or do you just have it?
I think that's a good question. Can I teach somebody how to be hardworking or driven? That's the question, right?
The question is, can ambition be taught?
Is it not saying, can I teach somebody how to be driven? What is ambition? Can you give me the definition, please?
Ooh,
Siri.
child.
What is ambition? Because
driven.
can I teach somebody how to be driven? I can show somebody, I can encourage somebody, but I think that's something you gotta have in you, bro. Like, I don't think I can teach you. So, what do you believe?
I think you gotta have it. I don't think it can be taught.
Okay. So, let's think relationship wise. Do you think you can teach your significant other how to be ambitious?
I think that because I am ambitious, my significant other, if I had one, would he would
Be ambitious as well.
No, I mean I personally wouldn't date somebody who isn't ambitious. But I'm saying if he wasn't, then I don't know, I couldn't teach him. But I feel like I could motivate him. He could see what I'm doing, see what I have and my aspirations and my dreams, and be motivated by what I'm doing. Or he just may not be. But is that something that I'm willing to deal with? No, absolutely not.
So what you saying is you can't teach nobody the ropes. Like, you can't say, dude, what's your passion? Okay, this is what you can do to get started with this. We're gonna apply for this job so you can do this. And you don't think you can do that? You don't think that's possible?
I can do that, but
you saying you ain't gonna do that.
I can't do it for him I can't do it for you.
Right.
You have to have that drive yourself.
Okay.
You have to literally be ambitious yourself. I can plant the seed,
but you gotta water it.
Come on with it.
Okay. This is us all the time, y'all. And so when it comes, speaking of being ambitious, when it comes to like a checklist of having a significant other or whatever the case may be, do you believe that, let me see how I can word this question.
Please don't hurt me.
Do you believe that when writing a checklist about how you want your partner, that God will send you everything that you want on that checklist? Every single thing
that I want,
that you put on that checklist.
Do I think God will do that? Honor my list?
Mm-hmm.
I think He would.
Really, every single thing.
I don't ask for much. Ask me what I want.
What do you want?
All right. So, God fearing, and I mean literally like a man after God's own heart.
Mm-hmm.
Not
Same. Twin.
Not the mediocre. Not that. Not the mediocre jokers.
Not them lukewarm. Okay.
I think that I gravitate towards guys who can make me laugh. So I need a personality. I don't want to combative. I don't like going back and forth with people in general. So I need him to have a nice personality, and there needs to be an attraction. I need to like what I see. Those are like my top 3.
So I'm hearing God fearing, funny, very attractive.
How do you say very? Just
Okay,
attractive.
Attractive.
Yeah.
And you named one more, and I just forgot that fast. Needless to say, if one of them, aside from God fearing, right, he ain't really.
Oh wait. Okay, those are the things that are. The God fearing is non-negotiable. I need you to have a personality, so that's non-negotiable. But everything else can kind of be, like we can see.
You can work around that a little bit. I can see what I can do. Okay.
But there are some things that if you do, I can't even talk to you. So some people can consider themselves God fearing and still do stuff that a real God fearing person would not do. So
Right.
Yeah, we just eliminating all the mediocre jokers. I got off
The mediocre jokers. Okay. That's a new one.
What was the question again?
If God were to if one of those things didn't apply to the man God sent you. So, yes, he's God fearing, of course. Like the non-negotiables, he has those things. So he's
Okay.
God fearing with a good personality.
Okay.
But on the scale from 1 to 10, 6.5.
He not cute.
But God said, this is your husband. You don't believe.
I think
Because this will get very contradicting. So this is why we're talking about.
No. It's not gonna get contradicting. We've had this conversation before off camera,
Yes.
and I believe I told you God will give me and you and everybody else watching the desires of their heart. Okay? So if I believe and I have faith that God is going to send me a man that I am attracted to, he's God-fearing, he has a great personality, why wouldn't I believe for that to happen? It's going to happen.
With great faith, y'all, it definitely can happen, right?
All right.
And when I think about God will give me the desires of my heart, child, I'm thinking like he will get you to a place where your heart aligns with his.
Come
so you
on.
would want, you're going to want what you need. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. I need somebody that's attractive.
So basically, y'all, what Jasmine's saying is like, her person has to be attractive.
To me, I didn't say the world needs to see him.
I said her person, y'all, has to be attractive. And you know what? It's not. I'm sitting over here, y'all, like, so what about your person? I would want my person to be attractive too, but my question was like, if God sent a person and they wasn't as attractive as you would want them to be, would you say, nah, bruh, I'm straight, you can have him? You know what I'm saying? I don't even want no husband if it's gonna be like this.
He has to.
He what you need. He might not be necessarily what you want.
What I need is for God to do what he said he's gonna do. That's what I need.
It's very,
So everything you saying to me, I'm gonna always go back to scripture. Like,
you know, and we not gonna argue about the word.
you have to know that God is gonna do it. Like, he don't settle. I'm not settling. I'm not saying he need to be this drop dead gorgeous man. I just need to be attracted to him. So if attracted to me is a 6 out of 10, then he gonna be either that or better. I'm not.
Let's think about it. Okay, think about it like a car. God, I want this in my car. It got to have a sunroof, black tints. It got to be a Mercedes Benz.
No, that's
It got to have
materialistic stuff.
So we can't do it with a car.
No.
I was just giving you an example of something else that you may need, like a vehicle. Just something else that you can put a checklist on. Which look, Paris, I ain't got as a specific checkbox like Jasmine does.
What do you have? What do you if you don't have something like, you just don't accept whatever God sends?
Yes, Jasmine.
Okay.
Yeah, he knows what you tell me. He knows the desires of my. He know what I want. But
okay, I said that in the sense of he can send you anybody, and that could be just a person for a season, and not your husband, just a temporary guy. The first person that sent, you're saying the first person that approaches you, that you feel is sent by God, or you know in your heart that he's sent by God, you, even if you're not attracted to him, you going to be like, God sent him, so I'm gonna talk to him. It's hard to do, but that's what it's giving that you would do. You feel like that would be you practicing.
I think if God sent him, it wouldn't be me settling, because God is. Who you think he is? You think I'm gonna send you somebody? Man, you know what I'm saying?
And that's what I was just trying to get her to see. So I'm glad my example just brought it to the forefront. God is going to send me my heart's desire, period. That's what I've been trying to tell you. And he going to send you your heart's desire. So
I can agree to that. I'm not going to disagree with her. The point I was just trying to make was, if he sends you something that you didn't really, I don't too much like about this person, would you still be open to accepting that person, even if they don't have everything that you thought they should have? That was the question, people.
I'm not expecting perfect.
Right.
And you and nobody else. Please, you will be waiting for the rest of your life if you are expecting a perfect person. That is not going to happen. Now, God will send you the perfect person for you.
Yeah. I mean, if somebody perfect, run.
Yes.
Right. Run
but
as fast
literally
as you
perfect.
can.
Jesus, the only way. That's it.
Yeah. Well, the only thing I can say about that, let's talk about something different. Let's talk about, what about dating? I know with me and dating, she's swallowing, y'all. We gonna work through this, okay? With me, when it comes to dating, I'm more so reserved, okay? So if I date somebody and ouch, they hurt me, they broke my heart, I'm like out for the season. I'm out for the rest of the season. Not just the next game. And I truly feel like my sister Jasmine, when dating, if somebody if it doesn't work out with them, Jasmine don't mind, like, okay, I'm ready for the next game. Me, I'm out for the season. So how can one be more open to the next relationship, or to keep going instead of sitting out for the season?
You want my advice on what I do to help you?
And
be more
somebody
open.
else out there too.
Because we talking right now though.
Okay. But yeah,
all
right. I think we can have some balance. Because just as fast as you move on, you can have some balance with just
Because once you, okay, it's gonna go back to your relationship with God and hearing from Him and knowing when that time is up and when to. You can do what you do. You can recoup. You can, after something has happened in a relationship that didn't work out for you, you can take time to yourself. That's actually, I feel, in my opinion, that's a healthy choice, to just chill for a little bit before you move on and, try to get in another relationship or start talking to somebody else. But for me, if I'm in a situation where I hear from God, He lets me know so quickly. Like, I don't really spend too much time with the wrong person. So it's not like I'm moping, I'm disappointed. I'm thankful. I'm thankful.
You're more accepting.
That too
is what I'm hearing. Because me, I think a lot of the reason why I take so long out the game, because I still really haven't accepted the fact that that just wasn't it. Like, you can accept, like,
that one, he wasn't for me.
That wasn't the one. And me, I'm just so torn, like, oh man, I can't believe that wasn't the one.
Okay, so what do you think is keeping you from accepting the verdict? Because that's what it is. It's like you're giving the answer, and it's like, what's keeping you from accepting the answer that's given to you?
I would say past tense. I would put all my eggs in one basket, like I was telling you earlier. So it's like, oh man, I don't got nothing left. I gave you all I had. Past tense, that would be Paris.
Current Paris is what?
New Paris, you get one egg at a time, and it might be half an egg. I will not. I mean, you barely can get the basket. I am not so quick to pour my all into anybody anymore.
Because of your past relationships.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people can relate to what you just said. It's a lot of people who have been hurt. But this is a Christian-based podcast, if we haven't disclosed that already. So there will be a lot of times where we are giving godly advice. So in situations like this, like what you just explained, God He heals and He hears the brokenhearted. Like, He's near us in those times. I feel like you just cry out to God and He will, be there. He's always going to be in the midst of whatever it is that you're going through. And He's going to tell you when it's time to get back out there. Like, if you don't feel like you need to, then you probably don't. So just trust that Holy Spirit that's on the inside of you. And I mean, that would be my advice. Like, I feel like there's nothing wrong with what you do as far as, taking that time after something like that. But don't feel like you have to stay there in that place. Because it was for a season. You went through it, but now you got to grow through that and just move on to the next. Because God has His best waiting on you. I believe that.
That's right. I received that. And so a lot of times I just use what happened in that relationship, and I take what I learned and I just try to apply it to my life now, and in future relationships I'll take what I learned. So
that's what you should do. You should definitely learn from your past, but don't sit in it. You gotta get out of that.
That's a whole word. Learn from your past, but don't sit in it. I know I could be sitting. And it can cause me to not be open at all. But that's not a place you want to get to either, because you would just you could miss so many opportunities being so guarded and closed and just in that place of sorrow or for too long. So my question to you would be, I was gonna get deep, but I'm gonna give you a break. I'm gonna give you a break. I would just say, what advice would you give to women who don't really know how to keep going? I know you feel
keep going as far as what? Like, be more specific with your question.
Okay. Keep going as far as, okay, that's done. Here's the next. Like, I keep telling you that you're this person that is able to
move on.
Right. And so what you told me was, don't sit there for too long. But I'm saying, like, okay, what gives you this courage to, like...
Well, you have to... We're everybody is different. So
right.
What I want and what you want,
right,
maybe two totally different things. So if I'm one of these people that desires for my husband to find me, then I'm gonna put myself in a position to be found. Like, that's just me. But if if it's not that deep right now in your life, like that's not something that you really, really want, take your time. But for me, I can't just, if this don't work, I can't just sit there for all this time and just think that my future husband is gonna fall out the sky. Like, I have to put myself in position to be found in that. It's still a waiting season because I'm still single. So I just have to put myself out there, and that's because I desire to be married one day. That's what I'm doing. You may have a desire to be married too, but your desire may not be as strong as mine. Is it?
I wouldn't know. I can't see your heart or mine, but okay. Y'all think we can take that. We can take that. We'll be able to take that.
Right.
What it's given is the urgency to get married is probably different.
Hold on now. Wait.
And urgency, not like I need it right now, right away, but just like she's in a place where she's more open. Okay, she's more established when it comes to marriage. Like, she's a little bit in Paris. I think it's on my list, but
I still have things, that I want to do and that I need to work on in this season of waiting. And I think that everybody does. The ones who want to be married, there's nothing that you can't perfect nothing that you do for real. Like, you have to just, let me take that back. You can perfect things that you do. However, you're never going to be perfect. So,
that is true.
While I'm single, I can prepare to be your wife. That's what I can be doing. Or while you're single, you can prepare to be a husband, vice versa. So in order to prepare, you do have to take that time that you take to just figure out what makes me angry. How can I work on that? What, you just take time to yourself. But when you're ready, when God say go, you need to go. You need to
take
move.
off. Okay.
So,
y'all, I don't know if y'all can tell, but we are both just trying to be comfortable, just being open with you guys and letting y'all in our personal lives. So I just hope that you guys receive something from this content and from our testimonies, our experiences. And Jasmine looking at me like I'm crazy right now.
I'm not looking at her like, I like to look at people when they're talking. It's just,
You know what? That's a whole topic right there. I don't even want to look at you while I'm talking. Like, I don't know if you guys may know.
So somebody can be talking to you,
I-
and you looking. I'm right here, and you looking over there, and
I'm gonna look at you a little bit, but then it's like, what's the whole? You in my soul right now.
what?
Please back it up.
Wait, no, we gotta wait. We
We'll
gotta
talk about
discuss this before we close.
Okay.
What is it with you in direct eye contact? Like seriously, is it scary that I'm looking at you in your eyes?
I think like if it's me and a male that I like, I would be able to give him direct eye contact.
Okay.
But if it's just me and anybody else, like, bro, what we doing? Like, I can, but
Y'all
it's some
might can relate.
comfort. It's some comfort. She like, y'all might can relate. I can't. It's some comfort being able to look away. Like, I feel like I make that person feel a little bit more comfortable. Like, I let you know.
When you talk to me, you like you said, you're looking at me, but you're not constantly looking at me. But I do the same thing. But I feel like I'm looking at you more than I'm looking away.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, that's interesting. I feel like you need to work on that.
Who else is like that? Like, that you just can't stare somebody in their eyes, or that you can stare somebody in their eyes?
I don't like that. Not what you do is fine. I don't like the people I'm looking dead at them and the whole time they never look at me. I don't like that. Cause what are you looking at? Who am I talking to?
You gotta trust that they can hear you, dude.
Nah, it's giving. I don't want to use the word coward,
That's deep.
but it's giving like you just can't. You can't.
Face,
What is it?
confront. What is it? You trying to avoid? What is it, Jasmine?
Right. I don't like that. Yeah. But we can close now. But y'all, we're gonna have many more videos coming. I'm gonna give y'all, a little advice before we close. If it's something you're thinking about doing, you may be thinking about starting a podcast or being a content creator, making a music video, whatever it is that you've been. Shit, I want to do it, but I just ain't got the date. Just do it. Just start. Just start. God He's gonna help you. He's gonna send you the resources. He's gonna give you everything that you need. You just have to put that one leg, bring this one forward, and just.
But Jasmine, what if they don't they don't got all the tools they need right now? Like, they don't have all the equipment ready. What would you tell them?
We don't have microphones, do we?
Nope,
Do you see a laptop anywhere?
not yet.
But is this still Two Instinct Podcast?
It is still 26.
All right, so you can tell them the scripture that relates to what we just said.
Let's think about Matthew 25:23. And Jesus had told this servant, good job, good and faithful servant, for he was faithful with few, so he will make him ruler over many.
So there you have it.
Be
That's
faithful
what he's gonna do.
what he already gave you. Use what you got. I don't care if all you got. Let me not even think that deep, but whatever you got, just use it. Just start. Start somewhere. Start anywhere. Just don't forget to start. For real, because we had to go through that.
Yeah.
Y'all just don't know. But
Yeah, I'm glad we started, and this is just the beginning. So we're out, y'all. We will see y'all next time.